Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Spakovo, Poland. We are in June and look at this, our oats are ready to harvest. The moisture is still extremely high, so I don't expect much in terms of yield. We're gonna have to wait until the moisture falls. Luckily there's not much rain forecasted for today, just a little shower later on. But I did get a call from Mr. Pavel. If you remember him, he was the one that we helped with overturned trailer the first day we came here. And he said, why am I opening this? He asked me, because he has no one else that could cart for him, if I was willing to help, and of course I am. Everything for my good neighbors. And because there's gonna be a lot of driving, I am opting out to use the Zetor. It's much more comfortable and much easier to drive than the Lamborghini is. Even though, you know, I would be a jack of the village if I came in the Lamborghini. Doesn't really sit right. Okay, the supports. Okay, can't take it off. Beautiful. And we're gonna take our blue trailer because that's the one that has the highest capacity. He did say that the field being harvested is pretty big one, so yeah, no use in holding back. But I think this is gonna be a great day. And of course I have already asked him if he was willing to harvest our fields, both of them, and he said no problem. But first we're gonna take care of his place, his field, and maybe tomorrow we take our field through the harvester. I can't really wrap my head around why there's so much moisture in our fields, because it was basically the same with our grassland. Oh no, it's only 26. 2650. Why is there 50 over here? Looks like a puddle underneath. That's true. Yeah, I got no clue. Let's check on the top of the field. Maybe there's a better situation over there. Okay, so over here there's good moisture. Yeah, I guess the water is running downhill and it's kind of pooling down on that side. I don't even know if there's anything we can do about it, to be honest. But hey, we got something else to do, so let's get going. Oh, look at that. What a nice driver, he's letting us go. Okay, so the field in question is somewhere over there. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the actual field that had fire in it. Which we completely missed, but... yeah, I do think that's the same one. In any case, I gotta make my way over the water. Over the creek. And over the rainbow. Oh wow. Could you not? Could you also not? Can't you see I have my indicators on? What's wrong with people? I don't know, I don't think that's the same field, or is it? Can't remember for the life of me. Okay, I can see he has already started harvesting, so I'm simply gonna follow his lead and see where he's at. Because I got no clue how full the combine is. Remember, he has that same type of combine we have broken down at our place. So the capacity is not big, I would say. Okay, this is a very large field. It is gonna take a while. And yeah, it looks like he is full. Okay, so he didn't even make one pass. Hi, Pavel. You probably can't hear me from out there. Alrighty. Now let's see what he does. And let's see what we are actually harvesting. What is this? I got no clue. Looks like some kind of grain. Yeah, I think it's a good thing I opted out for Zetor. It's gonna be a lot more calm on the way. You know, I'll be honest, I don't really understand his approach. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's he going? God, I hope he sees me. Oh. Shit. What is he doing? What in the hell? Well, he went on. He spoke a bit. He didn't actually see me. Behind him. I have checked the tractor and I have checked the trailer. I don't really see major damage. So yeah, but wow, this was stressful. Shoot. Anyway, let's go follow him. You know, it's okay. I hope he's not watching these vlogs, but it's kind of... Oops, sorry. I need to set my cruise control. It's kind of difficult because when someone's willing to help you, you can't really, you know, scream at them, be mad at them. Okay. Okay, much too fast. Okay, this is turning into a proper disaster. A proper one. Okay, so what's the harvesting speed? It's not 4. And I'm still going into the field. Okay, so we're gonna put it to 5, no, 6, 7. And 8 is too fast, so it looks like the harvesting speed is 7 kilometers an hour. I misjudged that grossly. I thought everybody was harvesting at 10 kilometers an hour, but understandable since these combines are fairly old and you can't have it going at full blast or full speed. Yeah, as I was saying, you can't really, you know, be mad at someone who's actually going to assist you with your problem. At least I feel that way, so yeah, I kind of swallowed it. We did buy used Zetor, we did buy a used trailer, but still, you know, it hurts when someone bumps into it like that. Well, in the end, everything is well. Nobody got hurt, which is probably the most important thing. But yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go and wait. You should have enough space in the hopper to come all the way down. And I still can't even... oh yeah, I can just about see the crop inside. Okay, gotta outrun him, and we're gonna start emptying again. We got a bit more space now, so it's easier. Nice. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna fill us up. And that is a loud combine in a very weedy field. I just I never paid attention before. But yeah, terribly loud combine. Okay, full. Alrighty, let's take a drive. Wow. Okay, so the trailer must be extremely heavy, and judging on the struggle of the Zetor. It should have plenty of power, it's like more than 100 horsepower under the hood. And I'm pushing the pedal to the metal. Yeah, even though it doesn't really look like this is a pretty hilly field. It follows the countryside, you can see how we're gonna drop now. So yeah, it's actually a wonder that this little combine manages to harvest up the hill without major issues. Yeah, so Mr. Pavel said that I have to go through that intersection we were helping him with the first time we came here. And we should come straight to that grain mill. And they're gonna pay us out as we dump it. And we're gonna then give him the money for that. Come on. Everybody scream! Ow! Whoops. Made a mistake. I should not be reversing down here. Don't tell anyone. Nothing happened. You're just imagining it. Yeah, it's this way. Okay, that was awkward. Shoot. It's a good thing there's not a lot of traffic on this road. Right, so we just have to continue on. This is an intersection that Mr. Pavel had an accident. Oh yeah, I can already see the grain mill. And I guess he was right. And over there is Mr. Antoni's place. And behind those trees is our place. Everything is so well connected and close, even though it seems like far apart. We still have the trailer, we do. These all look like pretty big fields. I wonder who owns them. This one's already been harvested. Probably today. Whoop, whoop. Alright, welcome to the grain mill. Whatever that means. Okay, let me just have a few words with... Alright, thank you, sir. I think I broke off the recording too soon, but I just said let's have a few words with the worker over here. So I think he said that we can drop in here. Let's see if I understood incorrectly. Okay, let's start the PTO and empty it out. Okay, so 8,994 for the first load. And there's probably gonna be another one similar to this. Can I go around? Yeah, there's a path over here. Oh look, another combine. Ooh. What is this? Lizard. That's the same brand that's lying at our farm. Okay, I'm gonna get weighed again. And I'm gonna go back to the field and we'll see when the trailer is probably full. Alrighty. So I think this is going to be the last pass for Mr. Pavel. But before he continues, I do have to emptying out. Luckily he has beacons, so he can signal me when he's about to get full. Okay. Now the question is, will we fit the whole field into the rest of the trailer? Yeah. I don't think so. Nope. Nope. But he will definitely fill the rest. I mean, he'll definitely be able to take the rest of the field in the combine. And then, well, I'm gonna call him and we're gonna meet somewhere, I think. So in the end, this trailer was just a little bit too small for 2 loads. Or too big for 3 decent loads, you know. What a nice pond over there. I know you can probably see it, but yeah. Alright, beacons on. Let's remember to go left this time. Let's not make the same mistakes. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, I kind of remember that I can get a new Deutz-Fahr for less than 10,000, so I'm not so convinced I want to get the used one. Okay, and that's done. This load, the payout should be more or less the same, I believe. Oh no, it's actually a bit less. So before it was 8994 and now it's 8968. So 8968. 17,962. This is what we have to pay Mr. Pavel. It's not our money, so I don't really feel bad about it. But it's just something we gotta do. In any case, I'm gonna repeat the process, get weighed again, and then we'll catch each other when we get together with Mr. Pavel again. So yeah, I called Mr. Pavel and he is already back home. And he just asked if I could come and collect the rest of the grain and take it to the grain mill. And of course I will, because I'm a good guy like that. Tooting my own horn. No, but it's good, you know, to have good relationships with people around you. So how do I do this? I probably want to reverse in. He said he left the keys in the combine, so I can start it up and unload it myself. And we made an arrangement that, because I helped him, he's gonna lend me the combine for free. Which is beautiful. Because I'm not expecting much of a turnover from that field we're gonna harvest. Well, basically none, because we are going to... where's the key? Man, that's rough. In any case, yeah, I will hold on to all the oats. Okay, I was looking for the button to engage the auger. In any case, yeah, I am going to keep all the oats and I'm gonna keep all the straw. So in no way I am gonna make any decent money off of that. And I also have to find some good way to store said oats. I was looking at different crates. I was looking at different... well... there is a way for me to actually bag it for 100-liter bags. So they are light enough you can move them by hand, but if we get a lot, you know, even 4,000 liters, that's like 40 bags, which is that's a lot. That's really a lot, but it is good because you can lift it by hand and you can move it around easily. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. And additional 758 euros plus 758, so that amounts to 18,720 off of that field. But you know, it's really a good amount of money considering that it got sold straight off the field. If he would hold on to it for a bit longer, I'm guessing he would make even a bigger profit. Alright, another weighing, and in the meantime I'm gonna send the money to Mr. Pavel. Gonna keep the cash and send the invoice to him. I mean, just the money, wire transfer. Alrighty, so 18,720 sent his way, and we are now left with 97,000. Can we cut through here? Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to go by Mr. Antoni's place. That's fine. Okay, so my next thought is, I know this has taken most of the day to complete. For me at least, for you it's probably not that long. But I am thinking of cutting grass so it has time to turn into hay. Because we're in the beginning of July, and if we keep it on the ground and turn it over, well, once a day, I don't know, it might turn into hay. That would be much appreciated, so I'm probably gonna take care of that next, and that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, I can't leave you hanging on just harvesting that field. Gotta do more. More! Look at how nice this looks. The archway to enter, and this beautiful oat field. I mean, living the dream. You gotta slow it down if there are any children playing. Even though this side is off limits for visitors, but you never know. Kids run around. And they usually don't pay attention, so we gotta pay attention instead of them. Alright, let's get this baby undercover. You know what? I think I can leave this one here There's only rain forecasted, so I'm not worried about hail damage. And if we have hail damage, well, then we're just gonna be surprised about it, right? What's that song? You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. An old song. Okay, let's pick our trusty mower. It's funny because the engine echoes around and it sounds like there are two tractors in the barn. And why don't we just admire for a second the sheep pen, sheepfold? I think it goes very nicely with the theme of the farm. Old, rustic, wooden. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. The cherry trees have stopped blooming. So they're not that pretty pink color anymore. Okay, before I do anything else, let's check the moisture. Okay, the moisture is 19, so it was... can't remember, it was a lot more previously. And perfect moisture is 20, so I think we are spot on. Well, for science, right? Ooh, look at that yield. Haha, maize balls. Wow. We're getting some grass, people. We're getting some grass. I'm gonna have to be more careful with windrowing, so I make as easy as I can for me, with as little turning around as humanly possible. Amazing, look at that swath. And that's not even hay yet. Hay has even more volume. I might have to start thinking about getting a bigger baler, because this one is gonna be a whole ton of bales. But I guess we're gonna see tomorrow if the grass is actually good for hay growing. Or if it's still too moist. So I've been thinking that I'll probably check if the rain actually affects the moisture of the cut grass, because I can't tell you from the top of my head if that's the case, and I want to know, you know, for science. It's always mind-boggling to me how our grandparents farmed, you know. They didn't have any fancy internet to check the perfect sowing dates and stuff like that. They had books, that's right. But as far as I know, a lot of farmers didn't know how to read back in the day. Okay, I missed a few tufts, I'm gonna clean it up. But after I'm done here, I will check the state of the grass. How dry it is, or how wet it is. And look at how much grass we have. People, anybody need grass? Anybody need hay? Probably too early to offer hay, because I don't know if I'll have it. And perfect. Let's leave this baby run for a second and let's go check the state. Okay, so the moisture is around 20, okay, 22, 23 at some point, but the grass moisture is around 20-21. You have to look at the bottom most right. You can see there's grass. And needs tedding? No, why not? I'm guessing that would need tedding. In any case, even if it says no to tedding, I will ted it, but that will probably happen in the next episode, where I'm thinking to start the day with tedding, and then I'm gonna pay a visit to Mr. Pavel, get the combine over, harvest both oat fields and return the combine. And I am guessing we're not gonna fill the whole trailer, so I can leave the oats in the trailer for the time being. But not for long, because birds are gonna come and eat it, and then some rats can come and eat it, and that would just be a waste, so I don't want to do that. Alright, I'm thinking if I'm gonna use this tractor for anything, probably windrowing, so I might just hook up to the windrower straight off. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to take it off. Yeah, I really don't know about you, but I love the sound of this tractor so much. It always reminds me of those tractor bands when the tractor is actually the drum beat. In any case, this is gonna be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun, and join us next time when we continue the adventure. Goodbye. Okay, I know I said goodbye already, but I did wait through the rain, and as you can see, the grass is a bit moist, but it only went up for around 1% moisture. It was just a short shower, So I think we're good, everyone. But we have to get down to 12.5%, which is basically 8 and a bit percent less moisture. So yeah, fingers crossed we can achieve that in this weather. It's July, it's pretty warm, so it should go. Should go. Are we losing any moisture? Let me just wait here for a bit. Yeah, so you can see it is going down slowly by 0.004 at a time. Good. Okay, well, in any case, yeah, hats off. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Love you all. Goodbye.